Hello and welcome back to Conan Exiles, and for the time being we are on the main map. I'm up here in the savannah in my snake temple base here, but later on we will be going over to the Siptah base, because what I want to do is have a quick run through all my Aesir building projects. I've got 3 on the go at the moment and I thought you might be interested in a bit of an update. You've seen 2 of them before, but one of those has been decorated. And yeah, well, you'll see what's happened to the other one as well. Yeah, it's been a while since my last episode. I think it's over a week at least. But I've been plagued by some glitches in Conan Exiles. In particular, the game keeps crashing on me. You know, more than usual. But I'm missing stuff as well. Weird things are vanishing. It's like every single one of these columns ought to have like a little snake figurine on top of it. But they've vanished. I've lost loads of decorations from down here, and if you look at that plinth in the middle down there, that ought to have some sort of statue on it, a gold Ishtar statue I think it is. Anyhow, I won't moan about that too much. First up, we're going to go up north to a location you should have seen before if you've seen previous episodes, and it's all the way up here, just next to Bleakwood Ruins and the Frostneedle Forest. So we will run over. If I can get past this bloody rhino, we will run over and take the transportory stone up there. And that's something else odd that happens. Quite a few of my transportory stones have stopped working. Or rather, they stopped working until I started them up again. But it's quite annoying. I mean, this sort of thing doesn't normally happen to me. Lovely stuff. Where are we? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so this was featured in a previous episode. And this is basically a small Aesir Fortress stroke house. I suppose a fortified house would be a sensible way of describing it. And what I did, I just flattened out, or rather I put foundation blocks down in this sort of shallow valley here. Well, it's not even a valley really, it's a dip. So I flattened it out and then just built on the profile that was created, which accounts for its rather eccentric shape. But I thought that was quite an interesting way of doing it. And this is the back entrance, believe it or not. If we go in here, the last time this was seen, it was completely undecorated. But I've been doing quite a lot of work on it, as you can see. I've got a rather depressed harp player here, waiting for her instructions. So the idea is that this room is the main living quarters, I suppose. This is where the Jarl would sit, I suppose. Can I get on there? There we go. Thinking about all her problems she's got ruling her land. Got the little dancer there to entertain her. Let's stand up. Yeah, well, that was very athletic, wasn't it? So I've just been laying down all sorts of crap, as you can see. This is a strategy table. I think it's a Stygian strategy table. But I've been putting all these little Numidian figures on it, like they were sort of chess pieces or something like that. Got all these nice chests hanging about the place, all these storage containers. So that properly would only contain hides and things like that, but they're just here for decoration. And I think that's, well, Eldarium reinforced chest. It's lots of storage, lots of drinking. I've got these little bottles, these alchemy decor potion things. I think there's about 4 or 5 different bottle types in the alchemy decor set, but they pass quite well for like exotic drinks, I think. Got my little bookshelves here. Got some armour displays. Got this weird rolled carpet. I'm not sure who thought that would be a good idea. I do like it as it happens. It's just a bit eccentric, isn't it, having a rolled carpet? I think that's from the battle pass. Anyway, so that's down here. If we go upstairs, we've got more storage. This rather horrible bear. And yeah, this is like a gallery, I suppose. What I might do is try and get some musicians up here. Or another entertainer, perhaps a juggler. But we've got these rather nice remembrance tapestries, which also I think are from the battle passes. But they fill up a bit of wall space. Lots of noises coming from outside. What's happening? Go and have a look. Is that someone down on the lake? Oh, I can't tell. Let's go back inside. Yeah, you've got this sort of battlement that runs all the way around the outside of the building. But yeah, that's all this. I think it looks pretty good. There's a bit more I might do in here. I'm not sure what, but yeah, there might be a bit more decorating to do. If we go in here, we've got some trades. We've got indoor trades. We've got a tanner down here with all her skins thrown on the floor. We've got an armourer down there, and we've got a carpenter. And oh yeah, we've got a coffer as well. I will put a few more bits and pieces in here. This is just like the middle ground, if you like, between the cosy interior there and the very cold exterior over there. But I don't think there's too many more craftsmen I can get in here. I might be able to fit a tinker in here, perhaps. I'm not sure. But yeah, a little bit more work to do. Try and add a few more finishing touches, but yeah, I'm very pleased with it so far. And if we go outside, this is the main courtyard, and I created this rather nice little cooking area. Yeah, so this large cooking fire fits quite nicely into the space created by a couple of these support frames, which I've put a roof on. And I think that's quite believable. I can imagine someone, you know, setting up a cooking site like that. I think that's pretty good. And we've got a smelter and a blacksmith. We might get more trades up here. There's not much room for them really. And they're only here for show, frankly. I don't make much practical use of my tradespeople. This is something I got from the Battle Pass. This is... where is it? Yeah, this is the Aesir Raider outfit, which I'm quite fond of. I love the helmets especially. So that's the Aesir Raider. And over here we have got... can't remember what you are. Yeah, Aesir Chieftain. And I think there's another set in the Aesir costuming department. This is just... again, I've forgotten. Completely forgotten. Yeah, this is Pride of Aesir, which I think anyone can get. I think that's part of the base game. But certainly these are Aesir costumes are part of... well, you have to buy them from the bazaar. He's wearing the same outfit. Looking very nice. Got another guy down here. Yeah, so outdoor trades. Again, lots of storage, lots of barrels, lots of bottles, lots of chests. I might do a bit more out here. But, you know, once you've put down a few chests and barrels, you start to run out of things, don't you, really? That's another storage container. That's for mining. But we can go up here, look around. Yeah, just odd decorations. I think you've seen most of this before. All of this fort is Aesir, but this is Flotsam. This Flotsam fencing. And I wish there was an Aesir equivalent to this. It's a bit of a shame. I think this Aesir wall, this Aesir fence, is too tall anyway. But if you try and fence things off on the inside using that, it just looks ridiculous. So what we really need is like a short Aesir fencing item like that. But no, I'm pleased with this. I hope you like it too. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, a few more bits and pieces to do. But over here is a Mead Hall I created. Because I was watching the extended version of Lord of the Rings over Christmas. And it was the Rohan Drinking Hall. Sort of inspired me to create my own sort of Mead Hall like that. And I had the perfect location. That sort of spit of rock looking out over the lake. So let's go down and take a look. I shall take a minder, because it is a little bit dangerous out here. Here's my bridge. And if you saw the previous episode, this was just a bridge that was lined with the Aesir fencing panels. So it's all open at the top. And just had the fencing down the sides. But I think this looks nicer as a covered bridge. So that's all covered in Aesir slope roof. And again, these are Aesir support frames. But I wanted to make it look a bit tumble down, like someone had been repairing it. So I've put a few gaps in it. I've carried out some supposed repairs using Numidian roofing bits, I think. Yeah, that's Numidian, isn't it? So just to break it up a little bit, make it look a little bit more interesting, a little bit more tumble down. What's that? That's a wooden support strut to replace the Aesir one. So little things like that, I think, like I say, help to break it up. Right, I think that's the noise we were hearing. There's this pride of saber-toothed cats live out here, together with a boss wolf, and they're always causing me problems. But up here we've got the Mead Hall, which I think looks very good. Very pleased with that. Whoa, okay, what's this? Sort him out, please, sort him out. I'm always getting attacked by something. So we've got the main Mead Hall here, and up the side you've got the cookhouse. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. Right, have you finished? Thank you very much. Now, I really like these gates. I think they're in scale with the rest of the building. But from a practical point of view, I was thinking that if you had this door on a Mead Hall, then every time you opened it, you just get a gale going through the whole building. So this leads to like an antechamber here, and you got like a smaller, more sensible door here, which I think is quite good. Then we come through into the main hall. You've got lovely views over the lake over here. Go and have a look. We can go all the way through. So I've got this viewing platform, and that is, if I can remember the name, that is Islet Lake. Which, yeah, quite a spectacular view, I think. And you've got these gantries around the edges, so you can walk all the way around. You can't access the top gantry, though, from here. You have to go indoors. So you've got those on either side. And I love these supports here. I think they're fantastic. But more of those indoors. Let's go back in again. Yeah, main hall. Got a little bit of storage under the... No, don't do that. Got a little bit of storage under the stairs there. I'll make some use of this. Support pillars. This woman is a barkeeper, and I shall make use of her later. I've been experimenting with the Numidian fireplace. What was this? Come on, you. Stop messing about. Yeah, I've been messing around with this Numidian fireplace. The main problem with a Numidian fireplace is that there's no chimney breast, or rather there's no chimney at all with it, so it looks a bit weird. So I was trying to invent these hearth pieces to sort of hide that. But then I noticed that if we go to the battle pass, then if we go right to the end, yeah, number 60, you've got this lovely veneer hearth, which is a fireplace and a chimney, so I can't wait to unlock that. And I'll just replace these Numidian fireplaces with one of those. Yeah, I'll probably move them around as well. I mean, I just put it here as a bit of an experiment. Got another one over there. I was trying to box that one in as well, but it didn't really work out. And again, I was just experimenting with positioning a bar. But if we go back to the battle pass, there is somewhere... I might have already got it, actually. Have I got it? I've been working quite hard on the battle pass. I've got some cheese. That's good. Right, all the way down. Come on. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, number 30 is the veneer bar counter. So I'll put one of those in here somewhere, and then she can start serving drinks. But if we go up here to this like top walkway, we can come outside. So this is the top gantry. And again, I really need some sort of fencing on the edge of this, because it's not very safe at the moment, is it? But this is just like a little walkway where people can take the air and admire the views. But yeah, very pleasant. Fantastic location, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Very, very scenic. It reminds me a bit of New Zealand, which is apt, because that's where the Lord of the Rings was filmed. And as I said, this was inspired by Lord of the Rings. But if you come down, I think... Oh yeah, no, we've got the cooking house to look at. So this is the side gantry. We can go down here, and we've got a fire and another fire. And we've got this spit. which again is another Battle Pass reward. But weirdly, this looks like it ought to have had a thrall attached to it. When I put it down, there's like a little arrow pointing out the back, and that normally indicates where a thrall would be positioned. But there's nowhere to put a thrall, which is a bit of a shame. So lots of decorating needed here. But again, if we go back to the Battle Pass, I think there's quite a nice pantry. Where is it? That we will be getting our hands on quite soon. Yeah, this pantry shelf. So I've got to make room for one of those. Or I say one of them. Quite a few of those. Yeah, that'd be quite good. But no, quite a well designed little building, and I can't get past him. So I'll go out through this door. Up the side gate. Those bloody saber-tooths have finished off that mammoth. It wasn't really an even fight though, was it? I'm pretty much finished on the main structure of this house. There might be a few details that I'll include, but not many. Something I will show you though is these corner pieces here. These are Aesir quarter pillars, and they're really good for disguising the fact that these Aesir foundation blocks have got huge gaps between them. So if I remove these, you'll see a massive big gap down there, which is really quite ugly. But if you snap in these quarter pieces, they cover them over brilliantly, and they look like really nice supports. So I've been making a lot of use out of them. And I've also been using them inside, and it just helps to break up long walls. So if we go around the edge, you see I've got a quarter piece in the corner there, and then down the edge I've been, you know, putting pairs just to break up the wall, make it a little bit more interesting. And a few on the inside as well, I think. Or did I? No, I don't think I did. Oh well, never mind. No, I think it looks alright as it is. I think it looks alright as it is. I've not really described that, have I? Let's go round again. I've just got this raised platform, and I'm not sure what to do here. This might be the sort of like the Earl's eating area. This might be where all the exclusive guests eat. Or again, this might be a minstrel's gallery. But I'm going to have my work cut out for me trying to fill this space. There are some enormous tables you can get in Conan Exiles, but even those will be dwarfed in this space, I think. So I'm going to have to try and think about what to put in here. But yeah, that's quite a nice problem to have, isn't it? I'm going to enjoy decorating this. Let's come out again. So that's all the Aesir building I've done on the main map. But what we're going to do now is go over to the Isle of Siptah and look at a project I've been working on there. Right, well, we're back on Siptah, and a maelstrom has just started, or is just finishing, I'm not sure which. But we are right at the north of the map, just up here. Okay, all my locations have gone. This is just so strange. I mean, the game actually flaked out while I was changing maps. I had to restart the PS5. This is just strange, isn't it, really? So many things going on with Conan Exiles at the moment. So many little problems. Anyhow, this is my Aesir Fortress, much larger than the other two. And you will have seen this one before if you've been following the channel. And I showed it just to really moan about it. Because you've got these lovely corner towers here, which I think are very, very nice. But unfortunately, due to various issues, the main one being that these curved pieces don't snap to foundation blocks, I was having problems down here. Yeah, because the curved pieces don't snap to foundation blocks, there was no way of actually creating a curved tower at this end, because as you can see the earth has sort of dropped away and I've had to put in foundation blocks to get it all level. So these are supported on foundation blocks, but these are sunk directly into the soil, if you like. Anyhow, I had a bit of a moan about that, and then I decided to pull my finger out, and what I've done is just put in these square towers made out of walls and ceiling pieces, and then added battlements at the top there. We'll take a closer look at those in a minute. Anyhow, let's look round the other side. because there was an issue on the other side of this fort. I mean, it's very impressive, isn't it? It's very impressive. I can't remember what these pieces are called. Aesir Fortified Walls. So those are the just basic straight walls, and these are the curved ones. But down here, you'll see you've got the opposite problem, in that the ground, you know, pitches up here. It becomes deeper, essentially. And I couldn't get these wall pieces to snap in at the same height as these pieces here. Yeah, there's a limit on how far these will bury themselves in the ground. Tried all sorts of things to get around it, but in the end I just gave up, and again used these walls and ceiling pieces just to plug the hole. And it doesn't look too bad, does it? You know, it would be nice if that was all fortified wall, but you can't have everything, can you? Anyhow, let's go around the side to the front door, and we'll have a look at some building work I've been doing on the inside. So again, you've got the lovely gates, very in scale with the rest of the structure. And in here I've got another house. Again, another fortified house. And I've added gantries all the way around the inside. So you've got these gantries here, which give you access to this floor. And then you can go up here to the top. And this is the top of one of the curved towers. Looks very nice. Yeah, the curved pieces, curved ceiling tiles and these curved walls fit in very well. And over here are my slightly gimcrack square towers. And these are a combination of square pieces and curved pieces. But it's not too bad really, is it? I mean, you know, it's okay. It'll do. It's a functioning tower, even if it does look a bit Heath Robinson. Never mind, but we can run all the way around if we wish. Yeah, it took forever this. It took forever to put this together. And you know, I'm doing this as a single player, playing off my PS5, so I can claim admin rights and just magic this building material out of thin air. But if you were playing a proper game and building this stuff from scratch, a project like this would be unbelievably hard. It'd be so much grind. It'd be crazy. But here's my little house, which I'm quite pleased with. Again, you'll see I've been using these quarter pillars to shore up the outside of the building and hide all the gaps between the foundation blocks. I think that looks very effective. If we look on the inside, we will find a number of chambers. So we've got this main chamber here. I'm not sure what to do with this. Again, some sort of feasting hall, I imagine. And then you've got a slightly more enclosed area. I suppose I could put a coffer in here or something like that. Yeah, I'll think of something. And on the side, again, this could be a coffer room, but I was envisaging this as another cooking area. But we could have cooking at one end and a coffer at the other, I suppose. It's a smaller space than the other two places you've seen, so I have to cram people together a little bit. Looking nice. And up here we've got a private chamber. Again, I was going to have this as like a bedroom or a sort of fancier chamber than downstairs. You know, something like my other Aesir fort on the Conan Exiles main map. But, you know, who knows, this could be a coffer room as well. We've got doors leading outside. We've seen this bit. Yeah, not too much more to say about this, I don't think. As I say, what's needed now is the decorating, really. I've done all the main structural work. Something I will point out, a little irritation, are these sort of corner pieces here. These are like half squares. And they're arranged in these patterns because I was having terrible trouble actually slotting in some of the building pieces. Oh God, where have they all gone? Okay, all my stuff's vanished. More weirdness. Yeah, I was having troubles. No trouble at all there. Oh, I thought that worked then. Yeah, but I was having trouble slotting in these bloody pieces. So I decided just to ignore the ones I couldn't slot in and deleted a few just to make it a regular pattern. But I think that looks quite nice. I think that looks quite pleasant. I will do some more with this grassy area. Not sure what. I might try and build a stable somewhere perhaps. Do a bit more to the outside of the building. Put some more windows in perhaps. We'll see how it goes. Let's have a drink of water. Yeah, but I'm pleased. I am pleased with this one. You know, despite the slightly grotty towers and the compromises I've had to make, I think it looks alright. Can we get a view from a bit further away? Got a lovely view of the Maelstrom there. It's one of the advantages of building up here. Oh, it's finished. Nice one. Good timing. Yeah, for the first time ever I was building here and I saw a Maelstrom start, which is basically that in reverse. You got this giant puckered arsehole in the sky. But yeah, I shouldn't call it that really, that's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I'll have to take that inside as well, that transportory stone. There's no point it being outside. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm quite enjoying the Aesir building stuff at the moment. Again, you buy these from the bazaar. I think there's been 2 kits. There was like a basic kit they brought out, and then they've added to that since. And I'm assuming they'll do a 3rd at some point. There's lots they could add to the Aesir building system. But yeah, I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged. I wasn't very pleased with it at first. I thought I'd wasted my money. But I am enjoying it now. Anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed seeing my constructions, imperfect though they might be. Hope to see you again for the next episode. And until I do see you again, I shall say goodbye. Okay then. Cheerio.